Stephen A. Smith, was this more about just really bad Eagles or really good Packers?
Well, I think it was more about bad Eagles, to answer the question directly. Obviously, I'm not going to fail in giving the bad man that he is, Aaron Rodgers, the credit, because he's a bad man. Like I repeatedly say, as far as I'm concerned, he's elevated himself to top 2 candidate for league MVP honors right now. It's a 2-horse race, as far as I'm concerned, between him and Tom Brady, with DeMarco Murray being a distant third right now. That's how I view it. That's number one. But at the same time, let's keep in mind that Aaron Rodgers actually had a so-so game compared to what he's customarily done at Lambeau Field. His passer rating is usually around 140. It was just at 120 yesterday.
Flash.
I mean, just a touch. But Aaron Rodgers obviously showed up. Jordy Nelson continues to surprise me. Skip with his deceptive speed. Randall Cobb had a 100-yard rushing game.
He's flat out fast.
He's fast. He's fast. No question. But this was about the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now, they're leading the league in turnovers. Let's call that what it is. They had another 4 yesterday. Sanchez threw 2 interceptions in the second half, the fumbled snap. Just everywhere you look, LaShawn McCoy with the handoff. The Eagles were just an abomination yesterday. It's an aberration as far as I'm concerned. I don't think it's something that we'll see next week or beyond. But it didn't surprise me at all that it happened yesterday. Mark Sanchez thrusted into the starting lineup, not coming in the reserve world, not playing the Carolina Panthers, playing the Green Bay Packers, with Aaron Rodgers on the other side of the field, being able to move the ball the way that he's capable of moving the football. In the end, he was ill-equipped. He was not going to win this battle. We saw it coming from a mile away. I don't think we saw 53 points, but we saw it from a mile away. But the Eagles got problems all over the place, Skip Bayless. Their secondary is suspect. Their offensive line, to me, yesterday was suspect. Mark Sanchez was Mark Sanchez, a la Mark Sanchez, the former New York Jet. I got a lot of questions about LaShawn McCoy right now, Skip, and the ability to run the football. Everywhere I looked, it was not impressive at all. But again, I'm not surprised. Mark Sanchez had no shot whatsoever of walking into Lambeau Field yesterday and beating Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. It was a foregone conclusion. I didn't see the 53 points, but I did anticipate a blowout, and that's exactly what happened.
So did I just hear you concede the NFC East to my Dallas Cowboys?
Not at all.
I think I heard that.
No.
I think that's where you were headed.
No, as a matter of fact, I specifically said that yesterday was yesterday, but I don't anticipate that it'll happen again. I don't recall saying that. No. So the fact that you refuse to ignore that is typical Skip Bayless. But go ahead.
No. From my heart.
I think they'd be...
From your heart?
I pity you now.
Oh.
For years and years, you have sat in that chair and you have ridiculed my Cowboys and my Tony Romo for being the accidents waiting to happen that they have been in the past tense, not current tense, not present.
Right. So you said...
And all of a sudden... You have, as the quarterback of your Philadelphia Eagles, the team you picked to win the East,
that's true,
the ultimate accident waiting to happen, Mark Sanchez. And he showed you again who he is and who he was. As a Jet, 89 turnovers in 62 games. 89 and 62. That fits right in with Chip Foles' offense. Chip Kelly's offense, doesn't it? With Nick Foles, all the turnovers he committed. And now Mark Sanchez has picked right up where Nick Foles left off. So yesterday, we not only have a pick six from Mark Sanchez, he manages to commit a 15-yard penalty on the pick six. I'm sure it's happened before in the NFL, but I can't remember it. And then there's a snap that isn't all that bad, but Sanchez can't control it. Not all his fault. But then it's just his luck or lack thereof that it bounces right to a Packer who runs it all the way back. This is Mark Sanchez. He walked in with an entourage around him.
That's right.
An escort, right?
That's true.
Okay, so now, do you think I'm worried about Mark Sanchez and the Philadelphia Eagles as they pretty soon have to head to Dallas on Thanksgiving?
A little?
I'm not worried at all about Mark Sanchez because he is beyond Romo as an accident waiting to happen. Now, let's talk about your bad man, Aaron Rodgers. At home, he is the baddest man.
He is.
But I must say, I think that's going to change in 2 weeks. And see, this is me just having no guts to go out on the limb here. But I think that's all going to end in 2 weeks when Tom Brady visits the bad man at Lambeau Field, where what is he over the last 4 first halves of home games? The Packers have outscored the opposition 128-9. Are you kidding me?
That's not going to happen against New England.
Thank you.
You got me there.
Well, yeah,
wow.
But what? How about if New England wins the football game? How about that?
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Well, I'm already going out on a limb saying I'm picking New England right now to win this game.
Okay.
I am picking a New England.
All right.
And you know what? I'm going to give your Packers this. They have now turned into New Orleans North because I keep looking. You're making a case for Aaron Rodgers being the MVP. So your MVP, or close to it, did you have him first or second? You have him close second. So he lost at Seattle 36-16 in the opener. And as I recall, he wouldn't even go at Richard Sherman.
That is correct.
That
is correct.
That was the only time he was mad at him, that one time.
Then Aaron Rodgers and company go to Detroit, and they only score 7 points and lose 19-7.
That's true.
Then they go to the old New Orleans, which isn't very good. It's not New Orleans anymore, as we saw yesterday what Cincinnati did to them. And wait, New Orleans won that game 44-23 over the bad man's team on the road away from Lambeau Field. And then remember the game at Miami that Green Bay lucked into winning after Aaron Rodgers got away with a fake spike that should have ended the game. If Miami had just been on its toes and just gone and tackled the rookie receiver.
So that's what we're going to do now. So I understand the losses, but now we're going to go into what should have happened with the games that he won.
That's how close they were. But it was close. It was close.
Did he win?
They survived 27-24. Okay, so I just gave you 3 occurrences that aren't exactly MVP quality. You know what I'm saying? Okay, if you're at Lambeau, I'm good. You know, you're really good. Although here comes the Patriots. But again, are you not turning into really good at home, like invincible at home, but incredibly vincible on the road? Isn't that what I'm seeing here?